dinners at the end of the working day are the most useful part of the program. There's a time to mingle and network, meet people, be connected. You are around 500, so it takes 2-3 days to be able to meet and meet everybody. So I encourage you to take best use of the opportunity to meet new people, meet all the new friends. I myself yesterday I was networking with the German colleagues from the Bonn representation, with Swedish friends and Austrians. So I encourage all of you to do the same. But of course I hope that at least a little bit you also enjoy the speeches and the discussions in between the breaks. Dear friends, in order to be able to tackle the challenges the Euro faces in the future, we must not lose sight of the past. And there is arguably no better place to start with than here in Bonn. This year, the representation of the European Commission in Bonn is celebrating its 60th anniversary. On the 1st of March 1954, just around the corner from here, the German journalist Dr. Karl Müller opened the very first press liaison office of the High Authority of the European Coal and Steel Community. As you know, at that time, Bonn was the capital of the Federal Republic of West Germany. And just like the German federal system, the media landscape was also rather decentralized. So, Dr. Müller and his team, they could not just limit themselves to addressing the Bonn-based press corps. No, he and his team went out and visited German cities and regions on a regular basis to reach out to citizens and to make contacts and to spread the word about Europe. It was quite a challenging task at that time, for many reasons. It's actually quite hard sometimes to imagine how it was, because there was no internet, no computers, no iPhones, no Nokias, no Facebook, no Twitter, so it was a different world. But I have to say personally that sometimes I feel that it was quite hard to understand, because we were not 24/7 alerted. You didn't have to be online all the time. So you had time for reflection and thinking and digestion, which we sometimes lack a bit nowadays. Dear friends, 2014 has already been very interesting so far. The European election model, this time different, has really turned into reality. For a start, European political parties presented its seating candidate for the first time. Then, those seating candidates presented themselves to the wide audience in televised debates and touring around Europe. And I think it's fair to say, we seem to have stopped the downward trend in voter turnout at the European elections. Furthermore, since those elections, we have been watching a very lively, I have to say, interesting process in the formation of the new Commission committee. The European Commission will be shaped in a different way than before, both in terms of organization and political mandate. So, what is your role, your decisive role in this? I expect, naturally, that most of you have already read Jean-Claude Juncker's political highlights called A New Start for Europe. And for those of you who have not yet done so, then we warmly encourage you to catch up with them as soon as possible. They will be written this morning, so I hope you will do it. Well, they are our own guidelines for the coming 5 years. They are truly important political agencies, and they are about restoring European citizens' confidence. And they are there to help us to focus our policy work on the key challenges that lie ahead for our economy and for our society. Who is closer to more than 500 million citizens in Europe than you are? Who is thus better placed than you to inform, explain, and engage in debates with citizens about these guidelines? No one else than you. I will not go through the 10 boxes, the areas I say you from that Mr. Juncker set out his political guidelines. They are clear, and they speak for themselves. Instead, I will limit myself to making a few Mr. Juncker made it very clear that his first priority is to strengthen Europe's competitiveness and stimulate investment. For one important reason, we need to create more jobs in Europe. And he will waste no time, because we owe it to the millions of people who are currently unemployed to provide a swift solution. Unemployment and youth unemployment in many parts of Europe is the biggest social challenge we are facing during our generation. So we have to tackle that issue seriously. Mr. Juncker intends to present his package for boosting growth, investment, competitiveness and jobs already within 3 months of entering into office. So it's an urgent task for all of us. And here you have a role to play. First and foremost, we must communicate this new package as widely and comprehensively we can. My colleague DG Communication are currently preparing communication actions for a sustained and in-depth communication campaign. Of course, there is no one-size-fits-all solution. We must localize our messages. And there is no one better placed than you are to tailor these messages according to local circumstances. You know both the language and the interest of the people around you. You know how to explain things to them and stimulate their interest. I'll give you one important example. A major part of this package will rely on triggering additional public and private investment in the real economy. So we need your good contacts to help spreading the word, to explain and to raise strong interest in this package for growth, investment, competitiveness and jobs. You know all the experts on the ground, you know all the multipliers, from the business associations to employment services, from investment agencies to social partners, from schools to universities, and so forth. Let me finally turn to the issue of democratic change in the European Union. Prior to the European elections, citizens were promised that this time would be different. Following his nomination, Mr. Juncker was firm in his promise that he will work together with the European Parliament to gain citizens' trust in the European project. And here again, you, Edith, and my colleagues in DG Communication have an important role. We must do our utmost to communicate this difference, to spread the word that the change is going to take place. I'm sure you have maybe noticed that President Juncker has announced some changes to the European Commission's internal structure, and I'm very proud, and you can be proud too, that Mr. Juncker decided to bring DG Communication under his direct responsibility. This is a major change. Reporting directly to the President is an honor, but it's also a huge challenge at the same time. And you, Edith, are part and parcel of this. You are key players and a valued part of DG Communication's communication efforts. I know, and I see it here, that you have very good contacts with your colleagues in Direct States. With the new approach, I urge you to work even closer with your colleagues at Direct States. If you want to help restore European citizens' confidence in the Union, we need to send clear information. And I also include, in this of course, our colleagues in the European Parliament information offices. We will be more successful the closer we work together. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the beginning of a new exciting term of the incoming Juncker Commission. The coming 5 years will be decisive for Europe. We are at the turning point. I feel it personally. And with the new Commission's clear and ambitious political program, we have a chance to steer Europe in the right direction at this point. A European Union which creates jobs. A European Union with sustainable, balanced economic growth, and at the same time, a European Union which offers fair conditions and chances for everyone. And above all, a truly democratic European Union which listens to citizens' voices. For all this to happen, the new Commission needs all hands on deck. I know Mr. Juncker counts on DG Communication under his direct supervision. And Gregory and myself, we count on you to work together with us and to make the change to panel. Thank you very much.